Okay, so there's some blue cores. There's a lot of blue cores. That's what I'm about. We got some more greens, too. So reducing the cooldown on this seems like wise. It's not a terrible idea to start going for the tri-cannons. Yeah, let's start going for the big guns. Because these are the massive too. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have too many more SAM turrets. I think one is good enough, at least for the time being. But strikers seem like they're worth, or not strikers, getting 2 obliterators and 2 decimators. Very expensive, very worthwhile, I hope. Let's see. Let's go for this one. It's Extreme Invasion. Or we could do a Skyfall. Nah, Invasion should be fine. We'll see how this goes. Let's see, wonder if you've been keeping up with Creeper World 4. I actually don't keep up with a whole lot of games. I mostly keep up with roguelikes. Those are the main ones that I actually spend a fair bit of mental energy focused on, just because those are truly my bread and butter. Creeper World probably is actually going to be very good. It's just one of those where it's like, it'll be out when it's out, and I'll play it then. My main problem is the games industry has become, like, I thought the games industry was saturated like 2 or 3 years ago, and I was like, holy crap, how many games are coming out on a given daily or weekly basis? And then it got worse, and it hasn't stopped getting busier. Let's see, look at the cost for the large slots. I mean, it's gonna get expensive, yes. But I've got a decent amount. Thank you, Shell. I'm looking forward to this vacation, because I'll be able to rest my voice for a little while. I won't have to be presenting. At least for a little while. I'll just be chatting in a regular volume with regular people. Or even not talking. That's a weird feeling. Huh. I was expecting a lot more from this. There's probably going to be another wave, and it's probably going to be brutal. Industries of Titan. Like, if we wanted to sit down and list all of the games that I'm tentatively looking forward to, it is going to be many, and it is going to be endless. I love games, but at this point, like, it's very rare for me to actually look forward to anything, because I'm so busy still trying to finish the things from last time. Oh, God. How long have I been playing for? 2 hours. So this is about a 6-hour game. That's not so bad. Okay. So I think we got rid of everything here. Yeah, we've just got the couple of rocket jerks. Okay. Firefly is done. Oops. Well, they are shooting my cyclones. I didn't know they would do that. We actually came out of this relatively unscathed. I'm shocked. We'll want to pick up some other Guardians, but still. But yeah, there's Animal Crossing, there's Final Fantasy 11. There's just... There's too many games for me to actually focus on and talk about and look forward to. If you want to know what my, like, go-to games list is, look up releases.com. That has, I'm gonna say, maybe about 25% of the games that I cover, and the rest are games that just end up in my inbox, and I have no ability to say, like, yeah, I know about this game. I don't. Okay, so what do we do? We can't do superior command there. I think I want to reduce the... Well, I can't reduce the cooldown on that any further. So we need yellow, bad, and we don't have any balls. Well, I guess let's pick the one that gives me the most amount of green. It's an air raid. I've done air raids. We should be okay. Air raids actually should be quite easy-ish. You look at new and popular on Steam. My problem is I generally don't like to look at new and popular because those... One, Steam has kind of changed how it works, so new and popular sits around for a while. Okay, so let's get a Striker auto turret. Yeah. I think I can actually get 2 of them. And I can unlock a slot for another. We might want to get... We might want to get more Sams, but, like... I think the Strikers are probably going to be my better option. Okay. Yeah, so if you notice as I sweep my mouse around, almost everything that I'm lasering sets on fire here. And yeah, we just want them to burn. Let's see, what about double shield? Doesn't work. You actually can't do double shields. I mean, they don't stack. I don't think they have any immediate benefits. I wish they did, because that would be incredibly strong, but... So this is going to hurt a little bit more. I thought we'd be okay. Just going to fire that out. I don't think that actually hit anything. Okay. So we might take some casualties, but I don't think they're getting to my structure too hard. Cool. Let's see. I think you need to keep reforging that gun if you want to max that swinging beam of death strat. Thing is, though, it's not that I'm doing a whole lot of damage when spinning, it's I'm setting them on fire. The burning thing is the real winner there. Let's see. Okay, so I've got green. I need yellow. We got yellow? No. We got blue, though. Blue ain't bad. We could get a little bit of yellow, but that's not worth it. Not for that. Let's go for the siege. So is the burn flat damage or percent based? Flat damage, unfortunately. I think it's just 30 damage over X number of seconds, which isn't very strong, but when almost all the planes only have 200 HP, and they're burning constantly, that's what? a minute before they're all dead. Obviously, I'd like to get my main structures to be able to take them out myself, but... We're gonna take out one a little early. Anybody have any shields? You have shields. Interestingly, armor went first. Holy shit, tanks. Every time we get into one of these missions, I'm like, I'm not actually sure if I'm going to be able to win after a certain point. We seem to be handling it fine enough, but, like, it gets spooky. These enemies are scaling so much better than I am, and yet, they're just rubble. So you wonder, do you think you'll revisit the Tower City Builder? I don't know about that one. It did okay on YouTube, and also it seems like the developers might have stopped working on it. I don't like to support abandonware. I just got a bunch of comments on my video on it, just being like, why are you playing this? They don't seem to be working on this anymore, and I'm like, guilt! Oh, let's see, do I want yellow? Yeah, I gotta get yellow if I want to pick up one of these. What do you think? Minigun? Lydia. I think I like the minigun better. Otherwise, we could just keep going for... Let's keep collecting blue for a little bit longer. I'd like to get the really, really strong things. Upgrading guard with shields and armor makes them tanky. Yeah, I'll start doing that along the way. I just want to get a bunch of these tri-cannons out. Oh. Oh, I just never built a guard there. Well. And then at some point we'll get some bombers. Okay. Hey, this is a lot of spooky dudes. Yeah, so we might want to invest the tech harder into better guardians. Because, yeah, Skyfalls are probably my biggest issue right now. Just because my main melee guy, my minions just don't last long enough. I mean, I guess one option we do have is just go back to investing hard into my minions. And just get just so many archers. And yeah, the game I was talking about, the high-tech Cliff game, is Cliff Empire. Or Cliff Empires? I think the other problem is it reminded me of a lot of other sandbox games, but without the, like, immediate depth? I don't know if depth is the right word I'd like to use, but still. Okay. Well, we can pick this up on the cheap. We can pick up a lot of these on the cheap. That should help. That should help a lot. Okay. So back to this. Let's see. Invasion. Does it give me 2 yellow? Otherwise, I could go for 2. I don't really need a whole lot of orange cores. So why don't we do this one? Another Skyfall. So when can I upgrade the mortar? I can't. I can upgrade it whenever. The problem is I'd have to invest a lot of resources into making it good. And I'd rather invest those resources into getting more towers down and getting more lasers. So question is, do we want a Spectre instead? The answer is no. Let's get more Guardians. I think in terms of bang for my buck, at this point I'm just going to want to get more archers and more Guardians and just go bananas. Way more archers than Guardians. Because yeah, I have a lot of little squares and I'm not really sure what I want to invest in there. And so just dumb amounts of archers seems like a good idea. Just blot out this sun. Like, that was my original plan with this entire build to begin with, was actually just, like, non-stop archers. But then they formed such a perfect circle, and I was just like, oh. Clearly. Okay, still probably want to get at least 1 or 2 bombers, though. They seem like they'd be worth it. Just because I do not have a whole lot of, like, AoE. I think you're at max number of archers. Is there a maximum? I guess we can check. Oh, maximum is 40 archers. Oh, okay. Dang it. I was really hoping I could just have, like, a shit ton. Why is that a thing? Where does it say the maximum number of rangers? Oh. Total maximum of 40. So it might actually... I might have too many. Well, I guess that's good to know. Disappointing, but good to know. We'll do this one. Will that be getting me 4? That'll get me 4. Okay, so 60 Guardians can be down. Good to know. Well, in that case, don't want to do more. Invasion. Okay, so I might have to replace some of these things. Yeah, time to sell some towers. I think, yeah, because I actually have too many archer towers. Okay, I do get all the resources back, though. Good. So, Guardian. Oh. And destroyed slots are not active until next time. Bit. Whatever. More tri-cannons. I really like the tri-barrel cannons. They just look super cool going out. I don't even know how much damage they do. I'm assuming it's a decent amount, considering. Yeah, switch them out for Guardians. That's the plan. So, we'll be capped out on Guardians fairly soon as well. I am sad. I wanted a giant freaking army. I mean, I have a giant army, but I wanted a bigger one. Death. So I guess in that case, we should probably look at what like the maximum number of cyclones and bombers and whatnot are, and start trying to reach those sizes and everything. No, but numbers are. Quantity over quality. It's been my motto since day one of this YouTube channel. Okay, that's a whole bunch of boys. Yeah, we're gonna... I should double check to see if I can actually increase the, or decrease the cooldown further on the ice shot. Because I would like to. It's a reasonable spot. It seems like a decent area. Ham that down a little. Okay, took out one of my planes. Yep. At least it did damage. At least the rocket infantry are so weenie. They are not strong. Okay. Wow, this does a lot of damage. At some point I'm just gonna want to go, like, purist on, upgrading my laser, so I just melt things. Reminds me of the old Supcom games, where you had a walking spider bot with a huge laser sweeping the field. Supcom and Total Annihilation were amazing. I like Supcom 2 over Supcom 1. Oh, wait, no. I like Supcom 1 over Supcom 2. Because Supcom 2 was closer... It was a more restrained game, if I remember right. It was better balanced, but it didn't have the insane tech tree. And I love this... I love the insane tech trees that came with, like, Total Annihilation. Okay, so we've maxed that out. Let's see. Can't get that right, because I don't have enough power. That's not the end of the world. So how many of these? There is no limit to the amount of interceptors I can build. Alright. I guess let's just save our pennies. What do we want to pick up? More green, or probably this. Ultimately, I actually didn't play a whole lot of Supcom, though. It was one of those games that, like, it came out at a bad time for me, personally, just because... let's see. Pick up a Guardian, Let's see. Guess I can't really get too much else. We're getting blues, so I'm just gonna unlock those slots preemptively. Let's see. But yeah, I think Supcom 1 came out at a weird time. I played it with my friend. Oh, I know what it was. I didn't actually realize that Supcom was the sequel to Total Annihilation just because it took so long. And I had a really annoying friend in high school. This is like the guy that would message me every day to just tell me about inane nonsense. I think this is part of the reason why I have such little patience for people telling me, wow, this looks amazing. Just the giant shield wall around my base. But, like, he would specifically, like, contact me to bug me about RuneScape, bug me about Supcom, bug me about... oh, shoot. It wasn't just Supcom. That is so satisfying. Holy shit. What was it? What was the really good... World War II strategy game that came out at about the same time as Supcom? The one that the second one had, like, a Russian campaign and the Russians, like, downvoted it to hell. And it never really recovered. It wasn't Hearts of Iron. Company of Heroes, there we go. I love Company of Heroes. But That was like the OG review bombed game that I know of. What about Red Alert? Red Alert was amazing. I played a shit ton of that game. I think Red Alert remains my favorite RTS that I've ever played. Maybe we might want to get the Shield Buster perk after all. Or invest further into it. If I remember right, that was a cheap thing to get. Dawn of War 1 is your favorite. Never got into that one. If I remember right, Dawn of War 1 and 2 were really big on, like, DLC. And, like, micro expansions and stuff. And that was very expensive for me at the time, so I didn't really get into them. No, Red Alert was nuts. Yuri's Revenge, especially, was just wild. I didn't like Red Alert 3 nearly as much. It felt weird. Like they were trying to capitalize harder, I guess. Let's see, that doesn't cost too much. I'll grab that just so I can pop bubbles faster, but I think otherwise I'm just gonna wait. Because we want to just dump things down. So the question is, what do we have, what do we need? We need more blue, we need more yellow crystals, we need more green. We don't really have much. I guess the other option is disregard everything, go for power. I think I'm gonna go for this. Because it gets me 2 yellow and a decent amount of power. Homeworld was also great. I don't know, there's a lot of really good RTSs from like the 2000s. It's a bit of a shame that the genre effectively died over the past couple of years. Like, sure, there's still, oh shoot, what's it? The, 8-bit armies people. Also, those bombers are, I think, kind of incredible. We might want to grab some more of those. I think the problem is the mechanics for RTSs peaked a long time ago. And it's mostly just been minor refinements ever since. And it's very difficult to come up with something new without changing it too much. My Planetary Annihilation was disappointing. I haven't played it yet. I found their business practices to be disappointing, so I didn't bother with it. Let's see, what about Off-World Trading Company? That one's original. Off-World Trading Company is amazing. But I'd honestly say that's closer to a board game than anything else. Still a fantastic strategy game. Yeah, the 4X and Grand Strat games took over. No, that's a good point. I actually haven't played Total War yet. I've played a lot of Stellaris, though, so I guess I can agree with that. There was just a little bit more mechanical depth there. The only problem is they just take so long. I was a big fan of, oh god damn it, I can't remember the name. Whatever Stardock got famous for originally. Hello, arrows! Let's see. But yeah, I rather liked that one because it was fairly easy to like get the hang of and introduce people to. And I could just do like Madcap. I could do Madcap capital ship fleets instead. And, like, I don't think I'd even bother with regular ships until late game, and just have nothing but capital ships to keep my costs low. And it worked amazingly well. Oh, they did take out some of my things. No, it wasn't Galactic Civ. It was the other one that was more real-time. I think it was real-time with pause. For whatever reason, my brain has totally blocked it out. Part of it is because I refuse to play Stardock games until they get rid of that CEO. Because, like, lovely studio, love some of the people working there, do not like the guy on top. Sins of a Solar Empire, that's the one. Sins of a Solar Empire was really neat. I liked it a lot. But I don't want to support that guy.